Holy cow, guys. I just literally jumped on my computer right now because I just heard the news and I wanted to get this out to you as soon as I possibly could. Sony is doing it. Sony is finally doing it. The day that all us PlayStation Vita fans have feared. They are officially going to be discontinuing physical carts for the PlayStation Vita in North America and European territories. Now, this article comes from Gemitsu, but you can find it on multiple other sources as well. It's pretty much spreading like wildfire, and I'll have a link down in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Sony Interactive Entertainment's American and European branches plan to end all Vita game cart productions by close of the fiscal year 2018. The company told developers in an email today obtained by Kotaku, digital distribution will continue, however. In the email, Sony told developers they must submit all PS Vita physical product code requests by June 28th and final purchase orders by February 15th, 2019. Sony's 2018 fiscal year ends on March 31st, 2019. Sony confirmed in an email to Kotaku that PS Vita game cart production is coming to an end. End quote. Okay, so just to summarize all that, it means we have up until March 31st, 2019 to get new PlayStation Vita games physically for our handheld. Okay, so how do I feel about this personally, you may be wondering? I took a few minutes just to kind of wrap my head around the whole thing, and I'm saddened. I'm genuinely saddened. The PlayStation Vita ended up being my favorite system of all time, and to see that Sony is finally pulling the plug on it is, it's not a great feeling, that's for sure. However, the more I thought about it, I started to try and think of it in a different light. We have up until March 31st, 2019 to be able to get physical games. That's almost a whole year from now. A tad under, but pretty close. And depending on when they decide to actually release the game means that we might get some physical games a little bit after March, just the last few trickles that are left. And also, they didn't mention anything about Japan, you may have noticed. PlayStation Vita is doing very well in Japan still, so I'm going to assume that physical Vita games will still continue in that region. Which means that if you're an importer, you still have plenty of options left available to you. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that the PlayStation Vita came out back in Western territories in 2012, 2011 technically in Japan, which means if you add that up, we roughly got the handheld for nearly 7 years. 7 years, guys. How many people out there thought that the PlayStation Vita would last that long? So, for me, overall, I would say I'm content. I'm content with what I got from the Vita. Would I love for it to continue? Yeah, of course. Heck yeah. I love for it to go into 2020s and beyond. But, it is what it is. And if that's still not enough, heck, look at the PlayStation Vita's backlog. There are tons upon games from all regions that are great and fantastic and that just don't get the love that they deserve. I'm still checking the backlog myself and it still blows me away to this day. Not to mention, this is only physical releases. Digital releases are still going to become a thing, and that really is the Vita's bread and butter when you come right down to it because of its vast indie library. So, it's still going to be continuing in some way, shape, or form, which I'm good with. I'm good. So let me know, how do you feel about this? Are you saddened by this news? Did you kind of see it coming? What are some of your PlayStation Vita memories? I'd love to hear them. Leave me a comment down below. Let's turn this into a big discussion and share our feelings with one another. I, for one, am still going to be enjoying the Vita games that we have now and the ones yet to come. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.